I would like to draw your attention to this simple fact, which is incredibly beautiful, and that is that being is. And there is the awareness of being. Not only is being present, being is aware of itself. It experiences itself. The only one that is present is being. So the only one that could know, be aware of, or experience itself is being. Isn't it strange that there is being at all? The mind considers it strange that there is being because the mind is the only domain that can fabricate the notion of non-being or non-existence to compare with being and therefore consider that for being to be, it is strange because the mind functions in time and so cannot apprehend the eternity, the timelessness of being always being, that there never was a time when being was not. For being is not in time. Being is present prior to the creation of time. Prior to the beginning of the cosmos, being is. And the cosmos here is a term that refers to the entire set of all phenomena that exist. Being precedes that cosmos. For the cosmos, which is the set of all phenomena, has a beginning. Prior to that beginning, there is what ever presently is being. And since being is, I'm using reason now to appeal to the mind, but for being, this is all self-evident. That since being is, there is always only being. There only ever has been being. Yet for being, there is no concept of has been or always will be or always is. These are all terms that appeal to the mind's reasonable faculties. To being, there is just itself. Timelessly present. To contemplate that being is, to be aware of being as being, to recognize that I am being and I am aware of being. I am aware of the being that is to contemplate what the essence of spirituality is. Spirit is a term that refers to the transcendent. It refers to that which is beyond the domain of the mind, time, dimensional spaces. So to contemplate being, which is prior to time, prior to the mind, prior to the cosmos, is to contemplate pure spirit, to be in touch with the essence of spirituality. And all that the mind longs for, and the majority of our culture has been set up to long for, is The satiation of being just aware of itself, contemplating its own presence. Why is it satiation? It is absolute peace, contentment, completeness. But don't only take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. Contemplate the fact that being is. What does it mean experientially that being is, and I am aware of being? I am experiencing being. Who am I that I'm experiencing being? Who am I that I'm aware of being? Am I separate from being? Is there anything separate from being? And if I'm looking for ultimate satisfaction, for completeness, a completeness that lasts, that is enduring, that is unconditional, will I ever find that in any changing phenomenon? No. I can only find that in that which is ever present and unconditional. And if you look, only the pure experience of being is unconditional and ever present. So why not go straight there instead of looking around in the changing content of experience? Go straight to the fact that being is and contemplate that. What is the nature of that experience? Being is. Is there any sense of incompleteness in it? There may be the concept of incompleteness, but fundamentally, beneath the concept, which is a changing phenomenon, there is this pure experience of being. Is there any incompleteness intrinsic to this experience? Being is. No, there is just the completeness that being is. And that completeness is impossible to transcend, impossible to trump, for it is the very substance of being itself, which is the only substance that is present. There is nothing else. There is no non-being that could trump being. When we say being is, and I am aware of being, who are we? We are being itself. There is only being. So the one who is aware of being is being. So this I that is being, this I being, is the only presence, the only substance. It cannot be trumped. It cannot be transcended. It cannot be expanded. It cannot be improved. All of these activities require time, whereas being is not within time. The appearance of time arises within the presence of being, like the time of the movie arises within the screen. The screen is not limited to the time in the movie. Its reality transcends the domain of the movie. So too, the presence of being, as it essentially is, transcends the domain of time. So any movement of time that conceptualizes within it improvement, expansion, transcendence. None of that improves the presence of being because the presence of being is infinite, unlimited. You cannot improve infinity. There is no evolution for infinity. And again, the word infinite may seem far-fetched when referring to ourself, but that is what is being suggested here, that the I that is hearing this, the one that is aware that is hearing this, is this one presence of being. And my invitation would be to try to prove me wrong. And the more you try to prove me wrong, the more it becomes evident that there is only one presence of being. We only ever experience being as the substance of all existence. And that presence of being is what we refer to when we say I, we, myself, humanity, all creatures, the cosmos, everything is this one presence of being. Not as some theory, but as a direct experience. Experientially now, we are experiencing only one presence of being, and the we that are experiencing it are it. There is no substantial separation or distinction. And the more we try to find a substantial separation or distinction between I awareness and being, we find none. It becomes clearer and clearer that there are none. There is only one presence of being.